or Less family. I am Ricky, and I am here to welcome you to the Mouse Bites. Yay! I am so glad you're here. I am sorry I missed last week, but for those of you who don't know, I was actually in Walt Disney World last weekend, so and also did Universal for Halloween Horror Nights. So had a great time while I was down there. Did some fantastic stuff, including trying out Sebastian's Bistro, which is the all-new restaurant at Caribbean Beach Resort. And for those who would like to know what that restaurant is like, you can go ahead and check out the Mouse for Less blog. I actually did an article all about it on Friday that came out. So if you want to know a little bit more about Sebastian's Bistro, you can find out there. Overall, though, I thought it was a very good restaurant. I thought that they did a good job with the refurbishment that they did, and the food was actually pretty good, all things considered. So that's good too. I will say they rely a little heavy on the cilantro, but that's kind of to be expected. At places like this. It is a Caribbean-inspired restaurant. So, the fact that they have a lot of, cilantro in their dishes is to be expected, I think. So anyway, if you all have any questions or anything like that about my trip last week, like I said, I did Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. I did Sebastian's Bistro. Did a little bit of Food and Wine Festival. And did obviously the Magic Kingdom. I didn't get to Animal Kingdom or Disney's Hollywood Studios this trip, but I can always answer any questions you guys have about those too. So feel free to ask questions in the comments. If you find questions after the fact, I'll be happy to answer those after, like if you have questions after I'm done here, I'll be happy to answer those questions after as well. So anyway, let's get to the fun of today. So today we have information about the Epcot Festival of the Holidays, which is the festival that takes place at Epcot to celebrate the Christmas season. And of course, yes, there are festival marketplace booths. They are called holiday kitchens, and the menus are all up at the Mouse for Less. So if you want to find out what the dishes are that you can expect to enjoy during the Epcot Festival of the Holidays, you can go ahead and head on over to the Mouse for Less and find those out. They have different dishes that are kind of like holiday traditions based on most of the countries that are around World Showcase. So they have like a Morocco-themed option. They have a China-themed option. They have a Japan-themed option, France-themed option, that kind of thing. So my favorite place is actually the America Pavilion. They have a really good I think last year it was a pork tenderloin. I'm not entirely sure if the pork tenderloin is coming back this year, but they also had a really good tart chocolate or caramel tart thing. And then they also have in the Canada Pavilion, they have some really good stuff that's pretty unique as well. So definitely suggest checking out the Festival of the Holiday kitchens if you're going to be there at that time of year. So moving on, we are going to talk about Wreck-It Ralph, which debuts on November 21st, I believe, in theaters. And guests are going to be able to meet Ralph as well as Vanellope von Schweetz at Epcot starting on November 21st in the Innovations West area. And then later this winter, their guests are actually going to be able to meet with Ralph and Vanellope at the ImageWorks area of Imagination Pavilion. And I apologize, but I have a friend who wanted to join us on Mouse Bites today. So this is Opie for those who are who see him. He likes to be involved. So anyway, we also have some news about Disney's Animal Kingdom. There is something called Pin Quest, which is going to be taking place for a limited time only. So if you're a pin trader, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you go experience this. And what Pin Quest is, it turns guests into questeers on a wild journey through 6 different destinations around the park as they discover hidden clues. And along the way, cast members called navigators, are going to help the guests on their journey by selling clue cards that are specific for their location. So you are going to have to purchase the cards to find out the clues to be able to get the pins. Questeers are going to repeat the steps for every clue card purchased at each location. And once they've collected all 6 pins, adventurers have the chance to solve a riddle, a final riddle, and become able to purchase the following completer pin. So you have the opportunity to purchase that as well. Questeers are going to be able to purchase the Pin Quest Adventure Kits and the clue cards at any of the following locations. They are Mombasa Marketplace, Zawadi Traders, The Outpost, Wind Traders, Circazong Bazaar, Discovery Trading Company, and Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures. So if you are going to be, if you're interested, you are going to be able to pick up the pins at those places. Well, I guess I should say purchase the pins at those places. So, and good luck to those of you who are completing the quest. So, finally, something that I missed being able to share last week since I didn't record last week, but I did want to let you all know, it was in the Mouse Bites, the reading portion last week, but just on the blog, but I just wanted to let you all know that Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is going to offer a new premium add-on this year called Tony's Most Merriest Town Square Party. During this, guests are going to be able to enjoy savory hors d'oeuvres, including a selection of artisanal meats and cheeses, as well as meatballs, mini hand-tossed pizzas, Boursin stuffed artichokes, and desserts like pumpkin tartlets, Yule logs, cannolis, Christmas cookies, and red velvet cupcakes. A selection of complimentary beers, wines, and non-alcoholic beverages are also going to be offered. The cost for this is $99 per person plus tax, in addition to your ticket for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Tony's Town Square Party begins each party night at 9:30 p.m. and lasts until 12:30 a.m. Now, one thing to note is that you do get a special viewing area for the parade, the last parade of the evening. So that's kind of nice, in addition to the food and beverage that you get to enjoy too. So if you're looking for unique ways to experience Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, this is definitely a way to get some food and some beverage and have a reserved spot for the parade, which is kind of nice. So that's going to do it for all the news that I have for y'all this week. But I do see that there's a question in the chat from Tim, and he wants to know if Ralph and Vanellope are replacing someone for the meet and greet. And I have great news. They are not. So that's wonderful news. They're actually going to be in a new location at when they're in their temporary location in Innoventions. And then when they move over to the Imagination Pavilion, I believe they're probably working on a space for them in the Imagination Pavilion as a separate meet and greet area. So that's good to know as well. So they are not replacing Joy or Sadness or Baymax or Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy, who meet on the other side, like the character meet and greet spots there. So you are going to be just fine. So that's good news. So if anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask them while I'm going over the social stuff here. But otherwise, if you don't, like I said, ask in the comments. I'll be happy to answer those after I'm done as well, because I read all the comments after, so I'll be happy to answer those. But follow the Mouse for Less on all of our social sites. So you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, you've got YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the little bell so that way you're notified when videos come up. I've got a video that's coming from Caribbean Beach because I was just there. I took a video while I was there to post on so you all can see kind of what the new Caribbean Beach looks like, or at least the main area, the old Port Royale area, which is what they've just redone. So you don't want to miss that. You're also going to want to have fun with us here on Facebook. So make sure you subscribe there too. And we've got a great Facebook group as well. So if you're not a member of that, you're definitely going to want to join that too. The newsletter that goes out, we are actually sending out the newsletter this not today, but next Sunday. So make sure you sign up for that. And I guess that's going to do it for me this week. So I will see you all next week. And have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great week. See y'all real soon. Bye.